the Pacific Northwest, where the Seattle Supersonics look to close out the Sacramento Kings and advance to the second round of the Western Conference playoffs for the first time in 7 years. It is time for the McDonald's starting lineups, and for the Kings, Stojakovic, Thomas coming off of a double-double, Miller, Mobley, and Bibby. And for the Sonics, Rashard Lewis, Evans, Jerome James averaging a double-double in this series. Ray Allen coming off of a career-high playoff performance of 45 points in Game 4.
And they had an awfully embarrassing performance the other night defensively against Ray Allen as Brad Miller gets the Kings started well tonight.
The run, Lewis in the corner. Ray Allen lights it up. Point shots in this series, shooting 25% underneath. Evans with the left hand, and typically you don't get much offense out of it.
Evans doing an excellent job right now, offensively and defensively for Seattle.
Allen all the way to the hole, and Miller unable to stay on his feet. His advantage.
Ray Allen picking up right where he left off the other night in Sacramento, breaking ankles, putting the ball in the bucket.
For 40-plus points against the Kings in a playoff game. Cut underneath by Thomas and a find for Mobley. Over Jerome James.
That's Cuttino Mobley's game. He is a one-on-one player. He's an open court player.
Down to Ford. Lewis over Stojakovic. Drains it. To come out and be aggressive, and he was. Ridnour in the lane to find Jerome James. JJ.
As you can see here, Rashard Lewis gets the ball late in the clock. Every player's nightmare. Makes a nice one-on-one move, a little push-off, drains the jumper. Luke Ridnour with a terrific find, and there's the beast of the West, I guess, this season. And he's about 14 shots a game right now.
Stojakovic left wide open. Cans
the double team, Rashard in the post. Boy, Ray Allen is he's like I said before, he's playing at a beautiful Jay. And Rashard's shot attempts are down. That leaves more shot attempts for guys more underrated coaches in this league. And
Evans exploding.
You know,
they look like the Kings of old with the
they're doing
passes.
it all. There's so much attention drawn to Ray Allen. That whole play made because there's three guys that collapsed on Ray when he caught the ball.
It's comforting for Bibby and Stojakovic to have him on the floor because they're familiar. Collison just checked in. Ridnour finds him.
Aggressive, taking the ball to the basket. Nick Collison with a little dribble handoff to Luke Ridnour. Luke Ridnour surveys things. And what's Peja Stojakovic doing? What's Brad Miller doing? That's just Olay defense. You know, let the guy go, wave the red flag. But
Sonics are 8 of 11 here in the first quarter. Stojakovic, a big three.
You know, I get carried away a little bit.
Batted away. Darius Ngaila checking in, finds Stojakovic to Mobley. And he gets the roll, and it's a three-point game.
You know, these guys are NBA players, and you expect them to know how to play. These guys don't necessarily know how to play with one another, and just little things like Peja did. Mike Bibby with the J, and
as he had 12 of 16 for the Kings coming off of the bench.
Great pass.
Stojakovic.
Great pass. That's just
quick numbers. Bibby ahead of Collison. Trailing Stojakovic.
I like what Sacramento's doing right now. Easy, and that's the way they have to play right now.
Sacramento with a 1-point advantage. Radovanovic.
Terrific vision right here. A little eye contact, and boom, back door. And Peja with the dunk. Peja showing the hops, but Mike Bibby thought he got kicked a little bit. Peja there to follow things up, clean things up.
Daniels, it's a 2.
It's a big shot by Antonio Daniels, but Sacramento will live with Antonio Daniels taking jump shots. They just don't want him to get in the lane, create shots for himself and for others.
Thomas back to Jackson from downtown, and Sacramento has made just one play ahead of the pack.
That's a great pass.
Ask Nate McMillan the difference between last year and this year, and the first thing he said, Luke Ridnour, which kind of surprised me.
Really idolizes Steve Nash. Grew up here up in the Pacific Northwest. Oh, Rashard Lewis. Beautiful shot. He's got a beautiful stroke. Ridnour is a really just a fan of Steve Nash. The way he plays ball, Casino Mobley drains one from the corner. Ridnour is just, it's
a simple thing, but he's smart. The feed, Mobley finds Evans, and Evans with the sack. Daniels in the lane. Here's Ridnour wide open. Bibby on the long board. Bibby drains it.
What a beautiful, and they're much more perimeter-oriented than Seattle. Sacramento is, I should say.
Great. Sacramento looking to keep this one alive. Ridnour knocking down open Jays. February 27th at Washington. Here's Stojakovic from Miller.
Terrible defense by Rashard Lewis. You can hurt the jumper.
Bibby, Seattle gets back. Bibby driving. And a good job of taking Ridnour to the hole.
Mike Bibby, just such a how to abuse the rookie.
Jerome James. Oh, the big man going to the house.
Look what I found.
18-10 in this series. Evans over Allen.
Don't sleep on Maurice Evans. Guy's got a
played in Greece, Italy, as well as Russia now with Sacramento. Radovanovic. Thank you very much. He has scored 20-plus points in 3 of the 4 games in this series. And the bounce of a shooting. Ridnour turns the corner on Bibby, and he is having himself a game 5.
Look, Ridnour's playing free and easy with his shoulder. Such a tough load and a big load right now as he just drained. Got
by 6 for as well as Seattle looks. Sacramento right there.
That's great defense, and that's what Page has got to do more of. He's just a smooth. He's a cool customer, and what a great read by Nick Collison to be there.
Give me the response.
Here, Page putting the ball on the floor a little bit. Got Radovanovic on him. Collison switches off on him. Page has got to be able to do that against guards. Got to work very hard on it over the summer. And then Collison sets the screen, reads things well, and Ray Allen with a great pass. Where was the weak side defense?
That was against the Lakers. Allen with the left hand.
He's just going to abuse.
Looking ahead. In the corner.
Not going to miss many of those.
Lead cut in half. Big first half by Peja Stojakovic with 22 and 21 in game 4 in the first half. Lewis gets it back. Second chance opportunity. Nick Collison keeping it alive.
First half tonight.
Bibby.
That's a foul. Mike Bibby begging for the call.
Evans doing a solid job on Allen, but Allen gets by. And Collison is there once again. He was proud, coached him in high school back at Iowa Falls, Iowa. As Miller quiets the Kia Arena crowd.
That's Kings.
On the watch, enjoy. If Seattle can play Sacramento even in the final 2 quarters, they will move on to the second round.
The third quarter.
The poor Maurice Evans. That's just a terrific shot. He did it.
Allen, Stojakovic along with Miller, Bibby, Thomas, and Evans starting the
NBA. There are a couple right there with him, but he's been doing it for a long time at a very high level.
Here's Stojakovic.
Speaking of catching and shooting,
there's 7 points, and 6 of them earned by Stojakovic. Turnover, numbers, Stojakovic.
Peja Stojakovic is playing great basketball right now. More than likely right now, but the way Sacramento's playing, who knows?
Sacramento up by 1. James trying to reclaim the lead, and he does.
Boy, the big fella's sure an excellent job in the playoff.
Only the second miss for Stojakovic. Here's Bibby.
He won't miss many of those. He's getting
back in the NBA. Here's Stojakovic. Miller thought about it, thinks about it again, and that's Brad Miller all day long. And
consistent jump shooter in this league right now, and they're going to live with that.
Evans makes the 3, playing for the injured continue.
But he's doing a very good job. And look at him. Doing a great job blocking and trailing. Yeah, confidence. Playing hard, playing tough by what's going on right now.
Ridnour.
The Kings are going to make Luke Ridnour beat them from the perimeter.
Bibby in the flow. Sacramento now shooting just under 59%. Ridnour.
Mike Bibby's initial. And then here's Luke Ridnour with the runner. Love that shot.
Ridnour. Lewis Allen, 5 of 9 from the field, now 6 of 10, and he has something to say to the Kings as it
could be a big momentum swing.
Stojakovic lays it up and through.
Brad Miller, you know, man, he's vital to this team. He's getting better and better as the series going on, but what a pass.
8 dimes tonight for Miller. Lewis connects.
This is beautiful. You got
Lewis looking for that balance with the jumper. The shot doesn't go. Evans on the weak side, and he's fouled. 4-point game.
As you see, great offensive rebound by Reggie Evans, taking it up strong, and that's just all heart and all effort. Right off pass to catch for the big man rolling to the bucket that far out. One of the few mistakes Ray Allen's made in this series.
Stutter step by Bibby, and he lays it up and in this series. He was a combined 8 of 30. Allen.
Well, that's just tough. And that's great defense. Maurice Evans is doing a terrific.
Stojakovic.
Textbook. Well, Susie, you know, I hear you.
And he played with Roddy.
I hear you, but Brad Miller doesn't need to be talking about anybody flopping.
Tapped out by Brad Miller, keeping it alive. The roll by Bibby.
And Rick Adelman, the league in these late game situations, back in the game, Ray Allen.
Daniels finds Collison. What a feed as the defense came. Reports in Daniels and Allen, along with Radovanovic, Eddie House, brother-in-law. Daniels, 7 minutes.
Trying to keep Mike on the right side of the court.
The roll for Corliss Williamson.
Great box out by Antonio Daniels.
Collison pushed the foul.
How about a coming out ball?
James hands it off to Daniels. Seattle looking to regain the lead. Collison with 15 points.
His efficiency goes down dramatically.
Allen over 2 defenders. Williamson and Evans. Ray Allen.
He's got the quickest release in the game.
Shot clock down. Allen believes.
Nothing.
3-point game. Allen finds Radovanovic going baseline. James with the offensive rebound putback.
Ray Allen, just so cool. Giving it to Vladdy, who misses the dunk, but look who's there to follow up. The big guy who...
Miller.
Very nice. Very nice. Heady play by Sacramento. Oh, beautiful pass. Beautiful pass by Antonio Daniels. Patient on the shot. Came off kind of funny, kind of like a knuckleball.
Bibby. Strong move by Mike Bibby.
And Nate McMillan going.
Sacramento. Mike doesn't want to join him. Lewis on the inside. 6-point advantage for the Sonics. Lewis with 20 on Sacramento's season.
Sacramento's got to do something here. They've got to score some buckets like that.
Miller gives it up to Thomas. Great find as James stepped up.
What a great passer, Brad.
Sacramento needs something right now. Bibby delivers.
Mike Bibby going to his left.
Too strong.
Good look.
Evans. Here's Miller. Stojakovic over Allen. Good.
I'll tell you what for Rick Adelman.
12.8 of a second remaining.
Oh, yeah. Look at the series. Look at this. Keep it out there. Big hands. Graceful. Chance right here. Sacramento has got to come in, and Seattle's got to do something very dumb in order to lose this ball game, but they need to stay out of the way of the Kings.
Lewis.
That'll do it.
Seattle advances to the second round, defeating Sacramento 4 games to 1.
Terrific basketball series played by that man.
I have to start with Ray Allen, but Ray, when you see Jerome James with a garbage bag tied around his neck, what do you think?
We've come a long way. We definitely have, because I think from him being with the Sacramento Kings organization to coming here and not a lot of people believe in him, he definitely was the major reason why we won the series.
What has this playoff run meant to you as the captain of the team?
You know, I've learned a lot from these guys as well as they've learned from me, and just our tough situation, we believe every single moment of the way that we can be good and we can win, and I think it's proved by winning the first series.
Hey, Jerome, got to ask you this. What's up with your renaissance in this playoffs?
Well, first of all, I want to thank God for no one coming out injured and the blessing for this win. Second of all, I feel like the transition in my career started with this trash bag, and it's going to continue on from here.
What does it mean to you to have a guy like Ray Allen guiding you along the way?
It means the world. This guy's been talking to me all season. Tonight I got frustrated because they were double teaming me and triple teaming me and fouling me. He told me it's wrong. Just be cool, calm down. We're going to get this.
Ray, just how important was it to close out at home and not go back to Arco?
Not winning this game, you never know what can happen. Going back into that building, I think that's the toughest building in the NBA playing in the playoffs. So we thought the last two games, and we definitely want to come here and give our fans a treat.
Ray Allen, Jerome James, congratulations, guys. Ernie, take it away.
All right, thank you very much.